Hey guys, welcome to the DevDojo Journey. This is episode 9 and today is July 1st, 2022. So in the DevDojo Journey series, I basically am totally transparent about numbers and revenue as I try and build DevDojo to hopefully 10K MRR. So in each episode, I cover 3 basic sections, which is the current stats, a few updates, and some questions. So let's go ahead and jump into some stats. Okay, so right here in front of us, we have the DevDojo homepage, and we can see that there are currently 60,680 users who have signed up for a free account. So that's up about 500. I think that's kind of like what we're averaging is about 500 every week. Then if we jump over to the active paying users, we are currently at 686, and that is a dip of about 12 from last week. So unfortunate, but it happens. I think we're gonna be seeing those numbers hopefully increase after we release this new version of Tails. But that is down, and like I said, building a SaaS and having active paying users and non-paying users, it is a bit of a roller coaster. So the numbers will go up and down. Okay, so the revenue is at 6,826 for a month to date. So basically 30 days. And I think that is also down maybe around, $50, but not too much. So we're staying right around that $7,000 mark. Then jumping over to the analytics, we are at about 27,000 users who have visited the DevDojo per week. And that is about the same as last week, but again, we are up a couple thousand from just a few weeks ago. So super cool. So those are the stats for the DevDojo. Let's go ahead and jump into a few updates. Okay, so there's a project that I've been working on for like the last month. Well, actually I've been working on it for even longer than that, like past 6-7 months. But as I've been recording these videos, this is what I've had my head down in, is the new version of Tails, which is the Tailwind CSS page builder. So you can see that we have it here in front of us, and we are opening up the beta to a ton of users now so people can try it out. I'm also just added this cool new feature that you can actually go over here to your history and you can actually view a history of your page. So every time you save some changes, it's going to save a new snapshot of that every 5 minutes. So at any point, whenever you're building out your site or your project using Tails, you can always go back to a previous version and restore that version. Super cool feature. I have a few more features that I'm going to get done, and then hopefully I can do a product hunt launch. But if you do want to try out the new version of Tails, you can actually visit devdojo.com/tails/beta, and you can actually sign up only if you are a pro user. So if you go to devdojo.com/tails/beta, you can actually sign up, so that way you'll be able to switch from version 1 and version 2, and then hopefully you can give me some feedback. But those are the updates. I'm super excited about that. That I am at a point where that is now being released and people can now check out Tails version 2. Some really cool stuff in there. Feel free to check it out and give me your feedback. Okay, last up, a few questions from last week's videos. So Rishi just asked, Tails v2 is looking really amazing. When is it going to be launched to the public? And that's probably going to be near the end of this month. But like I said, if you visit devdojo.com/tails/beta, you'll actually be able to try it out yourself. The next question is, if you don't use the tall stack on your project, which stack would you use and why? Well, if I wasn't using the tall stack, if I was using Laravel, I would probably be using Vue.js and Inertia. But if I wasn't using Laravel also, I would probably be using Node and probably Vue.js. So like full stack, probably using Node as the back end, Vue on the front end. I like React too, so I would possibly be using React as well. But that would probably be my go-to. I think there's also this new framework called Adonis.js that looks pretty cool. It's kind of like Laravel for Node.js. They have a lot of really cool ways that you can interact with the database and just a bunch of cool features. So be sure to check out Adonis if you're in the Node.js space and you want a framework that will allow you to quickly build out web applications. So those are all the questions. We only had 2 from last week. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will talk to you next week.